play with my Superman toy. It's 11 years old. I got it as, I think, a Christmas present from Sandra or one of my girls when Superman Returns came out in 2006. Most of you guys weren't even born in 2006, so that toy might be worth something someday, but it's kind of fun making him fly, you know. Superman, as you know, is my favorite, right? It's kind of interesting. Well, here's a question, okay? I asked these kids at school this question. I have a question hat, and I said, this is the question hat, and if you put it on, I get to ask you a question. So they put it on, and here is the question I asked them. I said to all these kids, what do you have to do to get God to like you? And here's what they said. This is my question hat.
Yeah.
Okay, if I put it on your head, you have to answer a question.
Okay.
Okay? It's for, okay. So, how do you get God to like you?
To be good to him and listen to every word he says.
Okay. This question hat, can I put it on you?
No.
Come on, man. One question. Just one question. Just one question. Just one question. No? No? No question?
Has to be easy.
Okay, one question. How do you get God to like you? What would you say?
Smile, Isaac.
Be nice to him.
Smile.
Be nice to him? Okay.
I'm making faces.
This is my special question hat because it's my favorite hat. If I put this on your head, will you answer a question? Just one? Okay. Okay. So what would you say you have to do to get God to like you?
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Good job. Drew.
What?
Question hat's on, so you gotta answer a question. So, what would you say that you have to do to get God to like you? How do you get God to like you?
Pray for him to be in your heart.
Awesome, thanks. This is the question hat. When it's on your head, you gotta answer a question. Okay, that's my favorite hat. Here we go. Okay. So, what do you have to do to get God to like you?
Pray every.
Hat's crooked, man. What are you doing? Hat's crooked.
It's supposed to be crooked. That's what you say. It's supposed to be crooked. Hi.
Don't say bad words.
Okay, thanks. So, those are very interesting responses. Good answers. How do you get God to like you? Well, some people say you got to do certain things to get God to like you. Some people say you just got to be yourself and God will just like you. Another person said you just got to receive him. You just got to ask him into your heart. So those are very interesting questions. Another way you could word that question, how do you get God to like you, is to say it this way. How do you get God to save you? If you need to be saved, what do you have to do to get him to like you enough to save you? Well, there's an interesting way to look at this, right? And I'm going to show you a clip from a Superman movie. It's Superman saving Lois Lane, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? So here's the clip from Superman.
Malfunction. Turn your lift off. The cable. Set it down. Oh my God, we lost stabilizer rotor control. I can't hold it. I can't. Hold these crabs back. Move. Hey, Jim! Whoa!
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit! Whoa! Okay, Breslau, remove these people. Don, look up there.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you? Oh, I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
Gentlemen, this man needs help. Well, I certainly hope this little incident hasn't put you off flying, miss. Statistically speaking, of course, it's still the safest way to travel.
Wait! Who are you?
A friend. Bye.
So what'd you think about that? That's the first time Lois Lane met Superman. She's falling, the helicopter has crashed, she's falling, and Superman saves her, takes her to the top of the Daily Planet, puts her down safe, and that's the first time she meets Superman. Now here's a question. What did Lois Lane have to do to be saved by Superman? What did she do to get Superman to save her? Nothing. She was falling. Situation was hopeless. There was no help unless Superman picked her up and saved her. Now let's say she's on the way up and she says, wait a minute, just let me go. I got this, Superman, I'm okay. Now that would be really stupid, right? Because obviously she doesn't have this under control. She's falling to her death. She's falling to her death, and Superman picks her up and saves her. So what did she have to do to get saved by Superman? Just let Superman save her. Now, that's interesting, right? And now they get to the top of the Daily Planet and she's safe. And what happened was really funny, right? Yeah, she fainted. It was funny because she's just overcome with emotion. She can't believe that she's safe after a crazy situation. So why then, if I ask you this question, why does Lois Lane love Superman? Why does Lois Lane love Superman? Because he saved her. That's all she's got to do is let Superman save her. And then why does she love him? Because he saved her. That's why she's crazy about Superman for the rest of her life, because Superman saved her life. And he is an amazing hero, right? And that's why she loves him. So what do you and I have to do to get Jesus to save us? We just have to let him save us. We just have to say, yes, Jesus, I believe that I'm lost without you, that I will die without you, that I'm going to go to hell without you. And what I want is you to just save me from this. And then what does he want back? All he wants is your friendship and your love. That's all he wants. And the reason that I love Jesus is because he saved me. And he doesn't want me to try and do this to get him to like me now. He just wants me to love him back. And so the more you get to know him, the more you get to see how amazing he is and how powerful he is and how good it is to be saved. You just love him back. And then when you love him back, guess what? You start to live like him. You start to want to be like him, right? You want to be a hero like Jesus. You want to be good like Jesus. When you love him and you're always thinking about him and reading the Bible about him, you want to grow to be like Jesus. Being a Christian is really simple. It's just getting saved by Jesus and then loving him back and just getting to know him and being crazy about Jesus. Pretty simple, pretty great. And that's why there's a really cool verse in the Bible that we're going to learn right now. And your teacher's going to show you this cool verse in the Bible.